comfortable seated position onto our mat. You can feel free to sit up onto a block, so relax your hips a little bit here. We're gonna pillow underneath your sit bones. Let's bring our hands to rest onto our knees, thumb and first finger touching Gyan Mudra. You want a nice tall spine stacking from your pelvic floor all the way through to the crown of the head, and then start to soften your shoulders down your back. And then you can close your eyes here and just start to deepen your breath in and out through your nose. Just noticing what this rhythmic breath does to your system right away, softening and grounding you here into the present moment. You want to be relaxing through the jaw, through the forehead, and have just enough strength and hold in through the central channel line to hold the alignment of the spine. And continuing on with this breath and with your eyes closed, let's inhale our hands in front of heart center. And please set an intention for your practice. So our intention is used throughout the practice to really ground down strongly into, just kind of like a guiding force that we can keep returning back to and focusing in on our practice. And then we use our breath to start to send the intention into the body, pulling it into the muscles, wrapping it around the bones, feeling it in your skin. So it's imprinting on a physical level. Let's return our hands onto our knees. Take one more full inhale here. Full exhale out. And then we're going to come into breath of glow. So let's interlace our hands together. Our arms are going to come above our head. Arms are slightly bent, palms facing towards the crown of the head. Now the focus with this breath is with a really strong exhale. And we're moving the belly with our breath. So let's place our right hand onto our belly to start. On your inhale, your belly is going to extend forward as far as you can. And on your exhale, you're snapping your belly button back towards your spine. So again, inhale, belly comes out, extends forward, and exhale, snap it towards the spine. Good, so we'll do a few here together. And then you find a rhythm and pace that you can sustain for a minute or so here. So inhale, belly comes out, and exhale, it snaps back in. So I'll show you what the rhythm looks like, and then you settle into your own practice. Once you have your rhythm down, you can bring your both hands up, and then just start to continue with that breath. And as you continue on, I want you to imagine a white light surrounding the body. And with every inhale, this white light is extending and starting to fill the room up around you. And we're about halfway through. Let's do 10 more. Good, inhale. Hold the breath at the peak of the inhale, draw the belly button towards your spine. Drop your chin to your chest and pull up on the pelvic floor. Continue to hold the breath for 3, 2, 1, and exhale, let's release. Hands can come onto your knees. You can open your eyes, and let's come forward onto our hands and knees. So let's just work here to stack the body. So shoulders are stacked directly over the wrists. Hips are stacked directly over the knees, and we're going to start to move into cat-cow with the breath. So on your inhale, let's arch the spine, gaze comes up. And exhale, curl through the spine, gaze towards your belly button. And again, keep moving with your breath. Inhale, arch. And exhale, curl. So the more energy we need into the body, the faster we need to move into the posture. If for some reason you're feeling anxious or really energetic this morning, or whatever you're practicing, you can slow down the posture so you see what your body needs. 5 more. Let's return back to neutral spine. Full inhale here. Full exhale. And then let's tuck our toes and send our hips up towards the ceiling for downward facing dog. So in your down dog, your feet are hip distance apart. Your hands are shoulder width apart, and everything is grounding strongly down into the mat. If the spine feels like it needs more space, bend the knees, curl the tailbone up towards the ceiling, and push the hands strongly down into the mat. And if you can maintain this position, then you can start to straighten the legs. Good, let's bring our gaze forward. Jumper step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the torso, gaze comes up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, let's rise all the way up nice and strong. Palms touch, gaze comes up. And then arms return by your side into Samastitihi. Good. Again, inhale, let's come up with the arms lengthen up out of the body. And exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, look up with a flat spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into high plank. And let's lower, bending the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Let's come on up with the arms. Breathe and lengthen here. So your front knee stacked directly over your ankle, and this back leg is strongly engaged with your heels stacked directly over your toes. Okay, we're going to start to straighten that front leg with our inhale. So inhale, straighten the leg, reach up through the arms, and exhale, bend back down. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Let's plant our hands back down into the mat. Step back into high plank. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Switching sides. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Let's come on up with the arms. First, establish the foundation with your feet and the alignment of the hips. So watch, stack this knee, lift the back heel, strong through the legs. And then we'll start to move with the breath. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Straighten, inhale. Bend. One last time. Inhale, straighten. And as we bend, let's return our hands down to the mat. Stepping back into high plank. We'll lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Good, so we bring energy into the postures, and then we automatically just settle it back down. So slowing down the breath, slowing down the mind. Good, let's bring our gaze forward. Jumper step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. We're going to keep moving with the breath. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, let's roll all the way up through the spine. Palms touch. And arms by your side into Samastitihi. Good. Again, inhale, let's come up with the arms. Lengthen up out of the body. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Jumper step back into high plank. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, once again, step your right foot forward. Keep that back heel lifted. Inhale, let's come up with the arms. Good, this time we're going to start to move with the arms. So stay into the feet. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, right hand comes forward, left back. Your gaze comes towards your left fingers. Inhale, back up through center. This time, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, center. Right arm forward, left arm back. Center. Left arm forward, right arm back. Let's come back up through center. Hold here for one breath. Exhale, let's bring your hands back down. Step back into high plank. Lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward. So same position. When you're ready, come up with your arms. So steady into the feet. Whatever is touching the mat is offering us that foundation and the strength. So find your feet. Organize the pelvis, left hip back, right hip forward. And then we'll start to move with the breath. So take a big inhale here. And then send your left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale back up through center. Right arm forward, left arm back. Center, inhale. Left forward, right back. Inhale, center. Right forward, left back. Good. Inhale, center, lengthen here. And exhale, fold. Step back into high plank. Let's lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And how quickly can you slow down the breath and just start to steady into the body? Keeping the mind organized and giving it that focal point by keeping a consistent and rhythmic breath. Beautiful, let's bring our gaze forward. Jumper step to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up and lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold. Again, we're gonna move with the breath. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Hands can always be onto the shins if you want more reach through the spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold, and we're gonna hang out here. So your hands can be onto your shins. You can be grabbing onto your big toe with your thumb and your two peace fingers and start to deepen the posture. Maybe bending your elbows, keep working your torso towards your knees. Other option is to grab onto opposite elbow and start to sway from side to side if you need to let go of something that's holding on in the spine. Good, let's find our feet. Inhale, let's start to roll all the way up through the spine. Letting your head come up last. Good, and then organizing your body at the top of your mat. Let's take a full inhale here. Full exhale out. Let's do one more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come up with the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Plant the hands, step back into high plank. Let's lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's take a minute here. And then when you're ready, inhale, step your right foot forward. Let's drop our back knee down onto the mat and plant our hands strongly here. And just take a minute to find length through the spine. Check in with your breathing. Good, and then when you're ready, hands can come onto your hips or straight up towards the ceiling. Good, so we're starting to activate the legs here once again, and we're gonna continue that same idea of moving with our breath. So on your inhale, really engage that back leg. Inhale, straighten your left leg, reach through the arms. And exhale, touch the left knee down onto the mat, just slightly. And then inhale, reach. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Good, last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale your hands back down to the mat. Step back into high plank. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Drop your right knee down onto the mat. And again, engage through your feet. So strongly down into the mat with your feet so that we're starting to pull this left hip back, right hip forward. And then inhale, let's come up with the arms. And then let's start to move with your breath. So inhale, let's straighten your back leg, lift. Exhale, drop your knee back down to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Good, and exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back into high plank and lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From here, inhale, step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee down onto the mat and start to bring your right toes up towards the ceiling. So here's the perfect position. You can use blocks if you need to be up a little bit higher, if this is really intense, into the back of this leg. Or hands down onto the mat. And if you need to deepen the posture, you just keep inching that right foot forward. So we're coming into our splits, or Hanumanasana. So same idea here. You need to be able to pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Ground through your back toes and ground through your front heel. And then where can you find lightness in the body? So that's probably through the spine, through the crown of the head. So finding a little more space here, and then that's what we can really ground down into is this space. Beautiful. Let's come out of the posture, coming back into downward facing dog. And we'll switch sides. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Same motion, right knee down onto the mat. Start to bring your left toes up towards the ceiling. Hands can be onto the mat, onto blocks, even onto your hips here, if that's what feels best. Okay. And then again, you take your depth or your variation of the posture. And the idea with these really deep, kind of intense postures is, can you move your awareness beyond that massive, big sensation in the body, so probably the back of the leg, and can you tune into the more subtle sensations that are being offered through your breath? So we are learning how to direct the mind. Starting to train the mind through this physical practice. Very good. Let's release. Let's step back into high plank. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bring our knees forward. Jump or step all the way through. Coming down onto your seat. For Janu Shirshasana. So let's take the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Organize the hips so that you're square to the front of the room, and then let's take our right hand towards the left shin, or eventually the outer edge of that left foot. Okay. This right arm can be straight out to the side, and then your gaze can come back, if that feels okay. Or this left arm can reach right behind you and use the mat to help you draw forward over this left leg. Good. Watch that front foot. Make sure it's not flopping to the inside or the outside, but it's straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale. Let's arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. And we're going to bend the left foot, placing it onto the mat. Let's cross our right ankle over top of that left knee. So for some of us, we may be way back here, which is perfect. Just keep working into that hip. Okay? If you need more intensity, you start to slide your left foot closer towards your left glute. And you sit up a little bit closer, walking your hands in. And then breathe into that right hip. We always bring focus into the central channel line. So that's connecting from the pelvic floor through to the crown of the head. So it's a slight pulling up on the pelvic floor, slight drawing back of your belly button towards your spine, and then all of a sudden you have a little more support and length here. Straighten your left leg. Keep that right foot, but just place it to the outside edge of that left knee. Left arm is going to reach up, lengthen, and then grab onto your right knee with your left arm. Right fingertips behind you, or you can hook your elbow onto your right knee, depending where you are in your practice. And now your gaze is going to come back over your right shoulder. Now, how much can you ground down strongly through your sit bones into the mat? So you can find the length through the torso first before you twist. Good, these twists are perfect for detoxing the body. So we're bringing out all of the old and making space for the new. Good, then let's switch sides. Let's straighten that right leg, maybe shake your legs out a little bit, and then Janu Shirshasana on the left. So sole of the left foot, inside edge of your right leg. Again, let's find our sit bones, sit nice and tall. Inhale, reach that left arm up, and let's bring your left hand to your right shin, or outer edge of your right foot. Again, placement of this right hand can be out to the side, or back behind you, and gaze can come back towards those fingertips. And at this point in the practice, I still need you to have that really strong rhythmic breath. So keep that breath in and out through the nose. This is what is grounding your mind into your body. Very good. Let's slowly unwind from the posture. Slide your right foot onto the mat. And then cross your left ankle over top of that right knee. So same posture here as you did on the other side. Just find the depth that is best for you. And that really works into that left hip. So the idea behind these sequences and these practices is to start to unwind the tissue in the body. So we're starting to unwind, even on an energetic level and a physical level, whatever is being held in the body. And then once we consciously choose to release that, then we have new space in the body, and we have the energy and the space to consciously create that which better serves us. So we keep that intention in mind with the intention you set at the beginning of the practice, and we keep focused here. And let's slide that right leg straight. Crossing that left foot over top and moving into our twist. Left fingertips behind you, right arm wraps around that left knee. Find the length through your torso first, and then come into your twist. Whatever depth you took on the other side, try to balance it out here as well. And use your feet so your right hip can slide back, left hip forward, and then you feel a little bit more stability to twist deeper. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Give a little twist. We're going to bend our knees, toes onto the mat, arms by your side. And we're going to really start to connect that central channel line. So coming into half Navasana or boat posture, So options here, hands can be onto the back of your legs and you're still nice and tall, pulling up on the pelvic floor. Okay? If that feels a little bit too easy, arms are by your side, knees stay bent. If you still need an added challenge, we're going to work the legs a little bit more straight here. Hug everything in, we're holding for 3, 2, 1. Let's cross the ankles. Lift up everything off the mat if you can, or just the sit bone. Come back down, and we're going to come into second set. So again, hug everything in to begin and take your variation of the posture. And we'll hold here for 3, 2, 1. Let's release. Inhale, let's lift. Come back down. Last one. To have a healthy spine, we have to have a strong core here. Good. Full extension. For 3, 2, 1. Let's release. Last time, let's lift. Release. And come to lay flat onto your back. Good. Once you're on your back, just take a minute here. And because we added a little strength into the posture, your breath may be quickened or sped up a little bit. So see how quickly you can soften back down. So we're creating resilience and just allowing our system to be able to handle more stress without us pulling, or without it pulling us so far away from the center. So it's that idea of creating resilience and not letting things affect you in such a big way. Good. We're going to set up for our back bends. So we're going to walk you through different stages, and I want you to stop where is best for you. So 2 back bends today. Let's bend our knees. Feet are flat onto the mat, and you should be able to graze your heels with your fingertips. Good. So for the first step, you are going to, hands by your side, just lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. This is step 1. You can stay here. If you're adding on, hands come onto the lower back. Walking your elbows more underneath you. And keep lifting and grounding down into the feet and lifting the pelvis up. If you still have the space to add on, hands come beside your ears, fingertips pointing towards your heels. And maybe pushing onto the crown of the head. Taking a breath here, and then maybe up into your full wheel. Wherever you are, make sure you're still breathing. And we'll hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's slowly come down. Let's try to steady the body here and straighten the legs, straighten the arms above your head. And just soften here, feeling the sensations from your back bend. Good. Let's do one more. So, you know the stages now. Come into whatever is best for you. Okay. So wherever you're working today, find that rhythmic breath, strong through the legs. We're looking to expand the entire spine in these postures. Good, and then we'll hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's start to unwind from the posture. Through your knees in towards our chest. You may even want to close your eyes here. Just notice how you feel. Continue with that rhythmic breath in and out through the nose. And then let's open our arms to the side, dropping your knees over to the left. Gaze comes towards your right fingertips. It's just moving into a gentle twist here. And this is a perfect time to settle back into your intention. So the reason that's pulling you onto our mat, the reason why you are wanting to work on something or work through something. Maybe release something out, just creating that space for yourself. And as inhale, our knees back through center, switching sides. Gaze towards your left fingertips. And swing your knees back up through center. And one last final posture. So we're going to move into Halasana. If this is not for you, I recommend you place a block right underneath your sit bones and just bring your legs up towards the ceiling. Okay? If you do want to come into full Halasana, you're bringing your hands onto your lower back or your bum and starting to push your feet back behind you. If your toes don't reach the mat, that's okay. You can even bend your knees towards your forehead. So whatever feels good here. If your toes meet the mat, then you can release your hands down onto the mat or even interlace them here. We're going to take 3 more breaths here, really deep into the body. And as controlled as you came into the posture, I want you to slowly roll down. Returning the spine back down onto the mat and laying flat for Shavasana. And so letting the feet flop out to the side. Let's bring our palms up towards the ceiling and just wiggle the body around. See if you can get as grounded and as steady here onto the mat, so that you can lay here in complete stillness. In terms of the breath, you want the softest and smoothest breath possible to guide you into a deeper state of relaxation. And with all the work we did with unwinding and releasing and bringing in new patterns into the body, now this is the time when those new patterns can really settle into the body and take place, and take their new home in the body. So let's steady ourselves here just for the next minute or so. From this steady place, let's start to bring deep inhales back into the body and full exhales. Let's reach our arms above head, bringing your feet together. Reach and lengthen here. And then when you're ready, your knees come in towards your chest, rolling on to the right side of the body. And then gently let's push ourselves back up to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat. So again, where we started the practice with is where we will end. So hands onto the knees, tall spine. Just find your rhythmic breath here. If you can, keep your eyes closed as we move through the last final stages of our practice. And then we're going to take breath of glow once again. So interlacing your hands, arms come up. Again, if you're having trouble with the rhythm, just place your hand onto your belly and that should help you get it. And then you'll notice just after practicing it a few times that the rhythm is really easy to establish. So let's take a full inhale here. Full exhale out. And then let's begin. Inhale, belly comes out. Exhale, snap your belly towards your spine. And then find your rhythm. You may be slower or faster than me, that's okay. Just connect with it and see if you can maintain it here. We're not here for very much longer, so keep going with the breath. Let's do 10 more. On your last one, take a big inhale, straighten your arms, hold the breath in, pull up on the pelvic floor, drop your chin towards your chest, keep holding the breath. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, soften and release. Settling back into your natural breath. And you can end your practice here, or if you want, this has been the perfect platform to now dive into your meditation. So you can tune into one of our guided meditations right after this.